All right, here we are. Good evening, everybody. Woo! Is right. I got that. Insane. And I'll tell you what, it is a scorcher out there today. Unbelievable. It's a scorcher in here, actually. I'm lying. Outside is decent. Surprisingly, in here is crap. It is unbelievable crap. Ain't no lie. I go outside, like, oh, what the heck? It feels like an AC out here, man. I go in here and it feels like a freaking inferno. Like, come on. Oh, gosh. Oh. All right. It is insane. I'll tell you what. I'm drenched in here. I'm sweating. It's crazy. I go outside and it's like, what the hell? Like, how is it hot in here? But it's nice outside. It's cool. Like, and there's a breeze. I got all the windows open in here. I've got 2 fans going on in here. And yet I still feel on fire. Unbelievable. Yo, what's up, Ryan Poole? Thank you for getting in here, bro. I appreciate that. Thank you for joining. Thank you. Nothing much, man. Just burning up in this room. Oh, thank you. Got it on Temu. Temu is cheap, I'll tell you what, but got good stuff. I'll tell you, they gave me a whole setup, actually. They gave me this mic, they gave me the mount, and then they gave me this little setup here. I gotta turn the camera. Hang on a minute. They gave me this setup, too, with all the cords in it. So, it is pretty good. I think, like, $30 for everything. So, and the headphones, too. So, yeah. How is your night, brother? I know you seen us. I guess it was your day off today. Yeah, there you go. I'm just chilling. Oh no, you did work. You were at that little food thing. You said it was a scorcher out.
Oh.
Oh, tell you what. Ah, yeah, 9 to 5. Yep. I'll tell you what. But you're a manager, so you work a lot. Oh, you only did 10 minutes outside. Well, I don't blame you, man. It's crazy. It is real crazy. Surprisingly, here it wasn't too bad. I mean, earlier you had some kind of heat, but at least there was a breeze going that was decent. But now it's like cool. Yeah, 41 hours minimum. Okay, yeah. That's still good paycheck, man. Pays what you got to pay for, you know? So 58 hours is the most you done. Okay. That ain't bad. Still good. I did about 60 to one time I did 70 hours at Flagler Force, but that was a joke. Yeah, your current job, yeah. Yeah, Flagler Force will hire you, man. They pay good money. They pay you real good money. especially if you hit those 10-hour day jobs. That you're outside though, so you're in the heat. But I mean, it's simple stuff. Oh yeah. Nah. Arby's wouldn't. Yeah, they wouldn't pay you enough, man. I'll tell you what. Flagger Force, you ever would want to go to Flagger Force for more money, and they'll put you in a truck. Like if you're really good, so it don't take that long to upgrade at Flagger Force. Yeah, see, Flagger Force. Yeah, you can, but you have to wear the PPE pants. But they're vented. They're vented PPE, so you could do that. Yeah, we did that. But Flagger Force pays more, and they'll upgrade you, promote you. Sorry, yeah, promote you faster. So you would start out just as a crew member, and then within a month or two, at the most 6 months, you jump. You could jump. You got to go back and do another test to get into a truck to be a crew leader, and then once you become a crew leader, it's a year. You do a year as a crew leader, and then they'll move you up again. I forget what that's called, but then your next move up is another year. You could be a supervisor. Yeah, you can though. You can as long as you have your PPE, dude. I'm telling you, you definitely should. They were paying more, and your income tax was huge. Also, they would help you get a new car. They would help you get a brand new car from CarMax or Dodge. I forget a couple of places, but they'll tell you. They'll help you. So all you gotta do is go in there because that's how I got the Camaro. And that was I told them that I worked at Flagger Force, showed them my pay stubs. Boom, no down payment. Drove up. Now I would suggest you do a down payment. Yeah. So Flagger Force, you're not doing that. Pretty much, um, you watch out for your crew members and that, but really, it's simple stuff, and a lot of times it's easy stuff that's simple. Yeah, yeah. I don't blame you, bro. But I would check out Flagger Force, bro. Like, they pay a lot more, or Amazon, dude. Be an Amazon delivery driver. They pay 24 to 25 an hour, and they promote pretty quick. What's his name? He was only there for 2 years, and he got promoted uh, to trainer. Yeah, I mean they got different positions that you could choose from when they promote you, but he chose trainer. Yeah, but don't you have that for a car? Oh, yours is suspended. Well, how are you getting away with driving back and forth from work? You could get what's called a bread and butter license. Go to PennDOT and see if you could qualify for the bread and butter. Yeah, I hear you. Go to PennDOT online and see what you got to do. It's called a bread and butter license. So even though it's suspended, you could get a bread and butter license that's for work. So it's for job use, groceries, you know. Yeah. Oh, you gotta stop losing it, man. You gotta stop doing that stuff. Crazy stuff, man. It's important. Listen, I've messed up a lot too, man. I'll tell you, street racing and driving without insurance. Well, I never got caught for that. I got caught for driving without inspection on a car. Well, I was driving that car, God, for 2 years with no inspection on it. No emissions, no state inspections on it. And I drove that for 2 years. But I was taking all these back roads, and I lived in Mannheim, right out in the country. And yeah. Yeah, you told me about that. You fell asleep in that, yeah. And got busted for it. Yeah, which I don't know how you get busted. Like, see, I would argue that. I would argue that if you could, because you weren't driving. You might have been behind it, but you were sleeping. Yeah, you were sleeping under the influence, but you weren't driving. So that that don't make sense. I've never heard. Yeah, well, that needs to be changed because as long as you're not actually physically driving, it should be or attempting. Like, say you sat in the car, you're drunk, and you turn the car on, and they see you actually go for to put it in reverse or drive. Then I could see DUI. But if you're just have the car on and you're sleeping because you're keeping the heat on and that because it was cold, or say it's hot out and you want the AC on, different, But that's Pennsylvania for you. Any other state, you would have just got a ticket, dude. Any other state. I've been everywhere, and trust me, I've seen a lot of stuff, and their stuff is way different than Pennsylvania. As long as you're not physically driving, in other states they say, as long as you're not physically not trying or not actually driving under the influence, then it's just a ticket, and it's like a $200-300 ticket. Oh wow, you can make payments on. Yeah, it is what it is. How many more months till your suspension's over? So I keep getting this stuff to pop up. Yeah, but how long do you have till your suspension is over? Like that's the thing. Like I don't think you have too long, right? You didn't get too long of it. I mean, that's the thing. You guys, it shouldn't be too much longer that you have your. Okay, so you need to pay the restoration fee, and for some reason, I need to take an eye exam. Yeah, that's everybody. Actually, they do that for everybody. That ain't just you. Um, they do an eye exam, all that. They want all that stuff just to make sure. No, I had to. I had to take even for my illegal street racing, uh, my police car chase. I had to, and driving without inspection on my car. I had to. It took them 2 years to catch me, man. I even told them, I was like, you guys are idiots because I drove past cops plenty of times without that inspection and never got put in. And what I made the mistake was, yeah, maybe. The mistake I made was I went through Hershey, and my car had a super loud muffler. Oh, yeah, I don't know. But bro, it's worth it to get your license back, bro. I would just do it. Like I know it's a pain, but since everything's over, I would just do it. Pay the restoration fee, and I mean it ain't that much. I don't think, right? And the exam ain't gonna be. I know it's a pain, but dude, I would get your license back because I don't want you getting in trouble for driving without. You know what I mean? Because that could lead to jail time, and I don't want you doing that, dude. Because jail is crazy. 1,500 plus for what? Wait, what's 1,500 plus? Because I never heard of that. I would recheck. I would check that because 1,500 plus. I never heard of 1,500 plus to restore everything. Oh, so wait. So they want you, even though to do all that, you got to get one of them things in there. So, in order for you to get your license back, you would have to get one of those things. I know what you're talking about, yeah. So, which is stupid. I don't know why the chat ain't letting you. I don't have restrictions on my chat. Okay. And that costs $1,500 plus. That's insane. Yeah, that's crazy. I don't think. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, I don't know why it won't let you. That's stupid. I don't understand because I don't have restrictions on my chat. That's weird. And my things labeled, not kid friendly. So I'm not understanding why. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That's crazy. So, what? They expect you to go without a car or without a license? Then, like, come on. Or how? Or can you wait a certain amount of time before you get it back? Maybe I don't know. That's something I would definitely. I mean, that's stupid for a first offense. That's stupid. I thought like something like that for a second offense, but not no first. Like, oh well, actually, you know what you could do? You could like, do you know somebody that lives out of state? Like, do you know somebody that lives outside of Pennsylvania, like Maryland, Virginia, Tennessee, anywhere? Really? Because actually, you could get another license. So, if you uh, if you could get your mail to that person's address and then have that person even maybe sign something that you're living there. Okay, yeah, I would just do that then. Yeah, because you said you're having problems with the car anyway. Like, this is what I would do. I would give the car back, right? How good is your credit? Is it good, like above 600? We'll just put it that way. Yes or no on that. Is your credit score above 650? Okay, okay. Listen, I'm gonna tell you what to do. Yo, you're gonna love me for this. So contact um, Enterprise Sales, not the rental place. You want sales. They sell cars. Okay, you could get a 2026 car for a cheap price. You might not have to do a down payment because you're 650ish. So, but I probably would put at least 500 to 1,000 down, maybe even 1,500. Right, if you can do that. If you could do that, you could drive off with a 2026, any vehicle you want, okay? And it's fully warranted. So I'm telling you. Well, yeah, I know that. I'm just saying, save up. That's what I'm trying to tell you. But I would get a hold of them. You could do it online, even, okay, just to do an estimate because then you'll know ahead of time and then you could save up. But that's what I would do. I would do that because let me tell you something, bro. They got nice cars. They got really nice cars. Now with me, I got to put 2,700 down, and that's because the Camaro situation. I surrendered it back willingly because I called them and told them to come get it. One, because I got tired of the $701 payment. Plus, I had to pay $500, a little over $500 for full coverage on it. Yeah, they got all that, dude. They got all that. Listen, all-wheel drive. They have all that stuff at Enterprise Sales, and I'm pretty sure they got some older ones like 2024. You would have to look. But I would go brand new, and they're cheap, dude. Like you're not going to be paying that much. It don't go up in price. So it's 18,000 for 2026 from them, because all their cars are from used for rentals. So yeah, well, they have SUV, they have cars that are all-wheel drive, they have all that stuff. Listen, dude, I'm telling you, you could listen. You could drive off the lot next year in a BMW. I know a guy that went there and got a Maserati from them, and he only pays $350 a month, and he only put $2,000 down, and his credit was 700. His credit was 700. Went there. They were showing him all these cars, and then he spotted the Maserati, and he said, "Oh, would I qualify?" He was joking. He was joking. Would I qualify for that Maserati right there? And I said, "Oh yeah, yeah, you qualify for that." So he gave him $2,000 down, even though he didn't have to, which brought his payments down to $350 a month. Yeah, but you can find good cars. There's good cars there that are just like that. That are. I drove. We used to get rental cars from them a lot, and dude, a lot of their cars. There was a Nissan Altima. There was a Nissan Sentra. There was a Chevy Impala. There was a Chevy Malibu. I really liked the Malibu I drove from them. And a Toyota Corolla. Barely had to put money in for gas, dude. Telling you. And we were driving it all over the place and barely sucked gas. Barely sucked gas. So, yeah. Or get an older Eclipse. I see a lot of them Eclipses. I had one, and dude, $35 to fill her up, and dude, we drive all over the place. Nothing new. I mean, everything that I have is from old stuff, but like I'm trying to get my stuff built up. They really want me to get my subscribers built up to really share anything. Now what? Phantom. Oh god. Hang on. Let me get out of that. Nothing new. It's just a lot of a lot of the the Brazilian stuff is like they're just throwing it out there. They're not even taking like their time like the United States is, which is unbelievable. So, yeah. So they're really throwing their stuff out there. They're not really trying to hide nothing or taking their sweet time. And that's what I like about these other countries. They really throw everything out there right away. And now Brazil came out first, and that's why the United States and everywhere else is starting to release a lot of their stuff. Except China and Russia already released all their stuff. Yep, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, Brazil they just released it all at once. Didn't play no games like the United States. The United States just they're still digging around on that. So I don't know. I think there's more of a reason for that. There's more of a reason for that. Brazil really didn't have communication, as you can tell. I mean, Brazil isn't the greatest looking and advanced city. But but they really didn't communicate with the aliens. So that was more United States, China, Russia, Germany. Excuse me. Yeah. So yeah, yeah, and that's the whole thing. See, these countries just they really care about their people, and they don't play games with their people. And the United States don't care about us. That's the problem. The problem is the United States just don't give a damn about their people, except for the rich, the wealthy, and themselves that are up in those higher commodity seats. Um, us middle class and lower class, forget about it. They don't care. So, and that's the problem. That's the problem. But yeah, all my stuff, like once I get everything built up, my subscribers, that's what I'm saying. Share, share, share. Share to everybody. Try to get everybody on here. My sources then will come out and come on here and talk. Um, like a lot of the older generation, I have sources that are older people, and they just don't care. They're not going to wear a mask. They don't care about no voice changing, nothing. They're willing to just come on here and talk. Um, so that's who I'm gonna start with first, and they're the ones that got the most, of course, because they were out there longer and doing. Then it goes down the chain uh, towards more of the younger and the less knowledgeable. But I want to get the most knowledgeable out there, and then the younger, it's the newer type stuff. Exactly, exactly. And now you got Elon Musk trying to get rid of the money dollar amount and all that crap, and jobs, saying everybody don't need to work and all that. No, how people are gonna live. So he's all about power control. So that's why he's saying it. That's why tomorrow I'm going to get on about data centers and that, and why everybody should be fighting those off, because they're all just robots that are going to be in there uh, being made in that. They're not really data centers like you would think and I would think. It's data centers that are going to be building robots and holding them until it's time to release them out to the public to do more of your jobs and everything else. No, they just getting rid of whoever told you. I don't know. No, the reason they're getting rid of the penny is because it's not used really. Not too many people go out and use a penny to buy something. It's really because, and most people just throw pennies away. So they're just going to get rid of pennies, and they're talking about nickels too. They're talking about getting rid of nickels now too. Next it'll be dimes. Next it'll be quarters, and then yeah. So what they're trying to do really is basically get rid of every, paper money, all that stuff. So the dollar amount, that's all they're after, is to get rid of it. Yep. Yep. That's where most they are. And then that's why the banks and all these places that have them chain things hate people like us that come in and just start dumping, and all they hear is that loud clinking noise as you're dumping it in there. Oh God, that's all they're good for. And then it gets exchanged for dollars, the dollar amount. So if you got enough, but yeah, um, my guardian mom did that. Well, she collected everything. She did pennies, nickels, dimes, quarters, the gold dollars, and that. Yeah, there you go. Or paying anything. Listen, I would do. Listen, I would do it. Uh, I one time with my, they came at me for my court costs and fines, and they're like, "Oh, you better pay something, or else, we're gonna put a warrant out." So I went down. I went down there in $100 in pennies. I was like, "There you go." They were pissed. I was like, Listen, you didn't say that it had to be in like dollars, like in paper money. You just said I had to pay something. So I came what I had, $100 in pennies. Like you're gonna take it because that's payment. If you don't, then how about I call the police and then I'll get the judge and tell them you denied payment. They took it. They took it. Yup, exactly. Exactly. It's legal tender. Like you gotta accept it. You cannot turn someone away. And that's the thing. I see a lot of these places get pissed off, like Home Depot and that when you go in there with all coins and that, and they're like, "Oh no, you can't. You can't. It's legal tender." And if not, I'll just call the cops and tell them you're denying me to, my product that I want because of pennies. And guess what? Cops will tell them you got to accept it. It's the legal tender. Yeah, exactly. They have to. They have to. I've had a situation where 7-Eleven didn't like that. Freaking Indian. Nothing against. I'm not racist or nothing against them. It's just that he was the only one. Because I went to a couple of 7-Elevens and they would always accept quarters, nickels, dimes, and pennies. This guy, oh my god, he did not. He was getting ticked, and I was like, "Listen, dude, like, I'm trying to get rid of this crap, and this is all I brought with me. So either accept it or we're gonna have a problem." He called the cop, and the cop came, and he's like, "What's going on?" I was like, "Listen, all I got is pennies. Like, I can't help it, and a couple of nickels and dimes. I can't help it." He went in there, and he's like, "Are you really denying this man and called us to waste our time because you won't accept what he has as that's legal tender and that?" And yeah, he had to take it then. I had someone last week buy a book of stamps and paid $15.60 in change. It is what it is. Yeah, exactly. As long as the amount that it's being saying that you're being charged is there, that's all that matters. That is all that matters. So, and that's the problem with this country. Listen, you go down the street with a camera, even let's go there that route. You see people getting ticked off if you're going down video and like the street, all this stuff, and just because they're in it, they're getting all ticked off and throwing fits. Dude, what is wrong with America? This is supposed to be freedom, Like I should be able to go anywhere to spend money, even if it's in pennies. I should be able to walk down the street and video record or take pictures without a problem. Yeah, like come on. They think they're being funny, but I make them wait while I count it before they get their stamps. Yeah. Yeah. Well, you can't help that. That ain't your fault. That ain't your fault. You gotta make sure, you're the manager, so you gotta make sure that it's the right amount. Just like your cashiers have to make sure it's the right amount. Yeah, you got to. Like I know it sucks, but at the end of the day, if you're gonna come in and pay with change, and you expect people to take it, you gotta stay. I do. I do. I don't bitch or complain about it. I might be even in a rush. I don't care. I don't complain. I know he or she's got to check it, so I wait and stand there, with a smile on my face. Like I don't care. Hey, I know it's there, but hey, you got to check. Yeah, go ahead. And they're like, "Oh, I'm sorry, but I got to check." No, don't apologize. I know you're doing your job. I'm not complaining. Oh, but you said you're in a hurry. I don't care if I'm in a hurry. You got to verify it. I don't want you getting in trouble. I don't want to get in trouble. So go do what you got to do. Yup. Yup. 10-minute video. Yeah. I'd make it 30. Oh, no, I'm joking. I'm joking. God, then they'd really be ticked off 30 minutes later. What the fuck? Oh! It shouldn't take you no half hour to count this. 1, 2. Wait. Oh, damn it. Yo, I was just doing it. Yo, I was just doing it, bro. Yeah. Just imagine how ticked they would be if you just got the 2 and you're like, "Oh man, I messed up count." They just look at you like, "What?" I'm not good with my numbers. Okay, leave me alone. Yeah. Yeah. Just imagine doing that. Oh God. I worked at this one company, media, and I did that because I went there. I only talked to the boss, and I was just. They didn't even listen. They didn't teach me how to use a forklift and this roller pickup thing where you pick up big rolls of freaking paper, printing paper, and that. Right? Listen, they did not teach me, so they were getting ticked every so often when I would mess up or something, and I'm like, well, you didn't teach me properly, I ain't that great, I ain't that smart, all right? Like, come on, man, like, teach me how to drive this thing or get the hell out of my way. Yeah, they would walk right away. They're like, oh man, there's something wrong with that dude. Yeah. And the boss, the one time after me doing it so many times, came out and he's like, dude, are you acting like an idiot or something? And I was like, no, I'm not acting. Yeah. I'm like, dude, you didn't teach me, man. Yeah, exactly. Like, it didn't make sense. You're getting mad because, well, forklift, I did great because I already knew how to drive a forklift. But they didn't give you a certification or nothing there. But it was that damn roller pickup where you picked up these rolls of freaking. I'm talking about these rolls, like, I can't even get in the camera. They're like wider than my arms. So this thing had clamps that would turn, and then you go in, boom, turn it, lift up, come around, and then go and take it. And then you had to know exactly where that paper started from, if it came out down this way on top, or if it went the other way or whatever, and you had to turn it to where it was. Dude, that was so stupid and annoying. And I ended up getting. I almost went to jail because of that. And I got fired. So me and the boss had a problem, and he kept coming at me, and I kept telling him, I was like, dude, you're having. He tried to tell other people to do my job. Okay, when he trying to say, oh, well, you're not hurrying or you're not this. Dude, what are you talking about? I'm over back here sweeping. Well, I couldn't find you. You didn't come look. The office is right around the corner where I'm sweeping and at. Like, what are you talking about? So me and him got into it, and then we went off property and got into it because he said, oh, we can go off property. We can deal with this. All right. All right, bro. You take it easy, all right? Thank you. I appreciate that. Appreciate that, bro. But yeah, everybody, like, I've told you, I made mistakes in life, and guess what? I did. But can't help it. Can't help it. But I appreciate you, Deadpool, for dropping in and talking. But I think I am going to drop off here so I get a chance to charge my phone. And I know that my buddy is going to be streaming. Another one of my buddies is going to be streaming here. So I want to give him my time, everything to charge up so I can get onto that. And I'm probably going to be doing some other things. But tomorrow we're going to get into some things. Like I said, if you want to check it out, check my post. I've scheduled times and what it's going to be talked about. So I appreciate you all. It's been live and funny as hell and a great time. I really appreciate Deadpool jumping in there and having a convo. So if you like it, smash that thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button. Let's go. Have a great night. Peace out.